But you know why the hair is this way?
No, I don't.
For decades, fans of Michael Landon have wondered about the man behind iconic series like Bonanza and Little House on the Prairie. The actor who captured millions with his charisma, kindness, and talent seemed to live a perfect life on camera. But there was a secret few knew, a silent struggle that followed him throughout his career and profoundly shaped his journey. Michael Landon was not just an actor, he was a director,
A lot of people thought that Mary's Going Blind was just...
producer, mentor, and above all, a man dedicated to his family and the values he portrayed on screen. Behind the smile, there were physical and emotional challenges rarely discussed publicly. This story, now revealed by family members and close colleagues, shows the humanity, courage, and resilience of an American television icon. Before we dive into this story, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Leave a like. It helps share stories like this with others who also love classic television. At the end, share in the comments what touched you most about Michael Landon's life. Stay with us until the end, because every detail of his journey reveals the strength of a man who faced challenges the audience never imagined. Michael Landon was born Eugene Maurice Orwitz in 1936 in New York into a lower middle-class Jewish family. From an early age, life presented challenges that would shape his character and sensitivity. Landon's childhood was marked by financial difficulties, but also by moments of family tenderness and creativity. His parents, despite limitations, encouraged his interest in the arts, recognizing that the boy possessed a rare sensitivity and a natural ability to express emotions. As a young boy, Landon showed an intense passion for acting. He was captivated by the stories on radio and in cinema, imagining himself in roles that could convey deep emotions to the audience. From the earliest years, he understood he wanted more than to just perform. He wanted to create stories that touch people's hearts. Stories of hope, love, kindness, and family. Michael's teenage years were a time of discovery and challenge. He had to balance school with temporary jobs to help his family, while pursuing his dream of becoming an actor. His determination set him apart. He did not settle for minor roles or superficial performances. He sought authenticity in every expression, every gesture. His first significant opportunity in television came in the late 1950s. He began appearing in small roles, often as an extra or in episodic appearances. But his presence was notable. There was something about the way he moved on camera, the sparkle in his eyes, and the naturalness with which he conveyed emotion that caught the attention of producers and directors. Soon, Michael gained recognition as an actor capable of bringing real life to his characters. His authenticity was not only technical, it stemmed from genuine sensitivity, shaped by personal experiences and his perception of the world around him. For audiences, especially families seeking positive entertainment, he represented a breath of hope, kindness, and inspiration. Even in the early stages of his career, Landon demonstrated unusual discipline for his age. He studied scripts carefully, sought to understand each character deeply, and aimed to convey positive values, even in smaller roles. This early dedication would become a hallmark of his entire career, influencing every project he undertook. In the 1960s, Michael Landon achieved national fame playing Little Joe Cartwright in the series Bonanza, one of the greatest television successes of the era. The role not only put him in front of millions of viewers, but also carried enormous responsibility, portraying a young man of integrity, courage, and fairness within the family context of the show. The success was immediate. Landon became one of the most recognizable faces on American TV, adored by children, teens, and adults alike. But fame came with a price. Behind the smile and carefree appearance on screen was an actor dealing with intense physical and emotional pressures. Long hours of filming, demanding scripts, and constant performance expectations created an exhausting routine. Beyond the physical demand of acting, horses, action scenes, long filming days, Landon dealt with injuries from minor accidents. A stumble in a scene, repetitive strain, small falls, all contributed to pain that was often hidden from the public, and even some cast members. Despite this, he never let the pain affect his performance. Every scene received his full attention. Every smile was authentic, and every gesture conveyed warmth and trust. Co-stars admired his commitment and kindness, but few knew the depth of his daily struggle. Michael balanced the intense filming schedule with family life, striving to spend quality time with his wife and children despite travel, shoots, and directing episodes. This ability to balance personal and professional life showed not only discipline, but also a deep sense of responsibility. Behind the scenes of Bonanza, Landon's respect extended beyond his acting. He frequently assisted colleagues, guided young actors, and sought to make the set a positive environment. Yet inside, he faced physical and mental exhaustion, a reality only fully understood by those closest to him years later. In 1974, Landon embarked on a project that would define his career and touch the hearts of millions. Little House on the Prairie. He was not only the protagonist, portraying Charles Ingalls, but also took on responsibilities as director and producer. This workload was uncommon, even for experienced actors, requiring physical, emotional, and mental endurance. The physical challenge was immense. Exhausting shoots, outdoor scenes under intense sun, and repeated action sequences taxed his body. Landon carried a silent battle against chronic pain accumulated throughout his career. Even so, he maintained a smile, radiated hope, and taught values such as compassion, courage, and friendship both on and off the screen. Family members and close friends report that Landon never allowed physical or emotional pain to diminish his commitment to the work. Michael believed his duty was to entertain and inspire, said a colleague. He maintained a disciplined routine, long filming hours, directing episodes, attending production meetings, and still finding time to review scripts, mentor colleagues, and keep the set spirit positive. Landon's absolute dedication came at a cost. He endured sleepless nights, took medication for chronic pain, and maintained a routine few could tolerate. Fame and success demanded constant sacrifice, and he faced it with discipline and courage. For him, the audience deserved his best version, no matter the cost. Few knew of the emotional struggles Landon faced daily. Fame, though desired and rewarding, created constant pressure. He wanted to be an example of integrity, kindness, and dedication, but also had to manage moments of loneliness, frustration, and fear of disappointing fans and family. The combination of physical and emotional pain created a dual life. On screen, radiant, confident, and generous. Behind the scenes, silently battling exhaustion, injuries, and overwhelming responsibilities. Despite these struggles, he never let them affect the quality of his work. Every smile, every caring gesture, every piece of advice on set was genuine, a product of discipline, empathy, and love for his audience. Frustration existed, but he faced it with resilience. Landon found ways to balance his emotions, often through meditation, reading, light exercise, and family support. He understood his influence extended beyond the screen, and his behavior inspired millions. This sense of purpose motivated him, even on the hardest days. Family was always Michael Landon's safe haven. He instilled values of ethics, humility, and resilience, teaching by example. Even after long days of filming, he made time to play with his children, talk with his wife, and participate in simple family activities. His children remember a present father, even when exhausted. He sought to turn everyday moments into lessons about kindness, respect, hard work, and unconditional love. For Michael, professional success could never replace the importance of nurturing family bonds. Balancing career and personal life was challenging, but he managed it with discipline, planning, and dedication. He did not just portray positive values on screen, he lived them in real life. This consistency is one reason why his legacy remains so powerful today. In the 1980s, Landon was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, a devastating news he kept private for many months. Even weakened, he continued working when possible, overseeing productions, mentoring young actors, and dedicating himself to family. His approach to illness reflected his character and courage. He faced each day as an opportunity to live fully, spreading love, hope, and gratitude. Every episode of Little House on the Prairie carried the same positive energy, even when he was physically weakened. Cancer did not diminish his dedication to television or family. He conveyed a message of resilience. Every moment is precious and must be lived with purpose, even in adversity. Landon continued to inspire colleagues, fans, and family with his quiet strength, showing that courage is not the absence of fear, but acting despite it. Michael Landon left a legacy that transcends characters and series. He showed that humanity, integrity, and genuine dedication can span generations. His teachings live on in episodes still beloved by audiences, in the memory of fans, and the influence he had on American television. Even after his death in 1991, Landon is remembered as a man who turned pain and challenges into inspiration. His authenticity in the face of fame and the kindness conveyed in every gesture impacted millions. He proved that a true legacy is not measured by fame, but by the ability to inspire, teach, and love. His values of compassion, resilience, and dedication continue to live in every episode we watch. Every lesson his stories taught, and the emotional memory of a generation that grew up with his characters. Michael Landon was not just an actor. He was and remains an example of humanity and genuine love for life and the people around him. Michael Landon was not just a television star. He was an example of courage, resilience, and compassion. His life showed that the greatest challenges often happen off camera, and that true legacy lies in the humanity we leave in the world. By knowing his story, we understand that behind the smiles, the shows, and the success, there was a man who worked tirelessly, struggled silently, and chose to inspire everyone who crossed his path. If this story moved you, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and share in the comments what touched you most about Michael Landon's life. And don't leave yet. Click the video on your screen to discover another surprising story about a classic TV legend.